there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to May I Scraplift You. And we are scraplifting. We are scraplifting Happy Scraptastic today. And I just really liked this layout. I went through her Instagram and scrolled through and had a look. And I've seen several people do layouts like this, and I've been wanting to do it. So I thought I would take this opportunity to go ahead and scraplift this big circle with all of this rainbow little pieces of paper coming out from it. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to either use branding strips or washi tape or ribbon or any of those kind of things. Ribbon might be a little more difficult because some of your ends might fray, but it could actually work out as well. So I chose to use branding strips because, as you saw there, I have a whole bin full of them, and using them up is always a nice thing. So I'm just trying to find kind of roughly the center of my paper here, drawing a circle around it, and then I'm going to grab another piece of paper, draw a circle around this lid. This is a Folgers aroma seal lid. It's like my coffee lid. I just went to the kitchen, looked for something in the right size circle, rather than trying to cut it on my Cameo or something like that. This just was the easy option because I knew I wanted to draw a circle on my 12 by 12 paper, and I didn't want to have to like mess with putting the pens in my machine and all that kind of stuff. So and the reason that I drew that circle is so that I can keep that heart paper centered and have all of those pieces of paper coming out about the same distance all the way around and not ending up with like an oval or something like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of laying out all the pieces that I took out of my bin of border strips. Sorry. and, and so I'm just kind of laying them out in a circle, fanning them out to kind of see if I have enough to make it all the way around this circle. And what I discover is I have enough to go about halfway. I don't really have enough to go the full distance. So what I end up doing is using 2 of each piece, which should get me all the way around the circle, since 1 of each piece got me halfway around. That's my theory anyway, and so that's what I go with. So I'm cutting 2 little strips of each piece, and I am going to ink every single one of them. So I apologize that this video is a little bit longer than some of my other ones, but I do end up speeding that up for you or cutting some of that out. I don't think I make you sit through all of it. So again, 2 of each piece, and I'm just tucking them under. I'm not gluing anything down as of yet because I want to make sure that it really does make it the full circumference of the circle. So I don't want things lined up perfectly. I want a little bit of jagged edge, I guess. I guess that would be the right way to describe it. I want there to be some movement to these pieces, so I don't want them lined up perfectly. And here I ended up speeding up everything super fast so that you don't have to sit through all of it. You're kind of going to get the idea just from those first few that I did. I just follow the same process all the way through. I cut 2 pieces and I ink 2 pieces. I cut 2 pieces and I ink 2 pieces. So it did take me quite a while to do this, but in the end I think it was well worth it. It's a great technique and a really fun layout to make. And I thought it was really perfect with this photo of my grandson in this tube. And I love photos like this. I love photos when they're peeking through tubes, and or peeking through little holes or whatever. And the circle in the photo I thought looked really nice with the circle that we are creating here with all of these little strips. And so that was a lot of fun. I am almost to the end here, which, boy, that went really quick since we sped it up so much. If you are adverse to speeding things up that quickly, my apologies, but the video would have been extremely long if I hadn't done that. So, and I'm talking like in the 30-minute range, maybe 40-minute range, because now I still have to go through and do that all again, but gluing them down. So yeah, I had to speed it up or we'd be here all day. So I did pop that heart paper up onto some foam, and I didn't have the foam go all the way to the edge. I just did it so it's at least a ½ inch away from the edge all the way around, because I wanted to be able to tuck all of these things down, tuck them in without having it hit the foam underneath. And I wanted that heart paper to be stationary so that it doesn't get jostled, and then I have it off center, and so now like half of my strips of paper are sticking out much further than the other half. So I wanted to keep that in like a stationary spot. I'm liking how this is coming out. It's looking really good to me. I just turned my page because it's definitely easier to work from the right hand or left hand side than it was from the opposite side. Just, you know, move your paper. Don't be afraid to move your papers around. I do find that I'm getting to the point here where I have to add an additional strip of paper because it was just a little bit shy of going all the way around. So I did cut an extra piece of blue and added that in. And I like how that's looking. And then I'm going to back my photos on white and then on black. And I did that because I have the white paper and the black paper, or the white and black hearts. And then my entire layout, I am going to back it with black. I am going through and adding back some foam pieces around the outer edge underneath that heart paper, just so that there's plenty of support there now that all the papers are tucked in. And I'm just using Fun Foam. It's adhesive on one side, and I'm using a little bit of Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to hold down the opposing side, the non-adhesive side. So that's working out beautifully. I like how it's all coming together. And if you're interested in seeing how everyone else is scraplifting Happy Scraptastic today, well, actually, I'm not sure that they are all scraplifting the same person. We had the option of choosing. I chose to use the same list that Crystal Barrett published, since she is the creator of this series. And for the most part, I am following along with her. And so she is using Happy Scraptastic today, but other people could have chosen a variety of other scrapbookers. So go check out everyone else who's playing along. There's a list in my description box down below, so you can go and just click on the links there and get some additional inspiration. And we are not necessarily all scraplifting the same layout, even though we may be scraplifting the same person. So you'll get lots of different ideas and different takes on different layouts. So my title is going to be Peekaboo ICU, and so I needed to cut some small black words or letters to make the words ICU, because I don't have anything that small in my thickers. I do have like navy blue and white, but I don't have black. So I am just using some dies, cutting those, and I'm going to line them up, and I'll cut out the little words. I'll cut out the label. It'll end up looking kind of like a label, so I can complete the title. And I really like how that comes out. I believe these dies, these little dies, I believe are from X-Cut. I can't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure that's where I got them. And I'm using just my little Tim Holtz Sidekick machine to run them through, in case you're wondering. Now I do have a set of label stamps there. Those are from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and those are fairly new, so those should still be available if it's something that you're interested in. I really like them. I use them for quite a few things. They don't have any journaling lines in them. You could add that if you just use a ruler and a pencil, but for the most part, I don't feel like I need to add that. The nice thing about not having any journaling lines is you can put them vertical or horizontal, and it doesn't matter. If there are lines in it, you end up with flipping it sideways, and you end up with vertical lines up and down your label, which is not always very pleasant. So I think that's probably why they didn't add lines to it. Makes them just a tad bit more versatile. So I really like how this is coming together, and now I'm just going to add a few embellishments. I am using these flowers from Paige Evans' new collection called Wonders, and this particular one is on a clear sticker, so I just put the clear ones onto white cardstock and fussy cut around them because I didn't really like that they were clear. You can see like the lines of the distress ink and the flowers or the hearts and stuff like that behind them. So that's why I just back them with the white so that it doesn't have that translucent look to it. I'm adding a few other little embellishments also from that same sticker collection. And I really like how it comes together. Since I'm using so many different colors of um, branding strips, you know, you could pretty much use embellishments from probably any collection because it's going to have that color in there somewhere. And so I really like how that looks. And I'm trying to keep it a little bit on the simple side because there's already a lot going on. But I do feel like it does need something down at the bottom right hand side of the photo. So I will go and look for some kind of like um, ephemera piece that I can put down there to add a little weight towards the bottom. And then I really like how these little flowers, you can kind of like tuck them in and have them peek out. I just think it adds a little bit of interest, but it's not overpowering. And here's where I'm looking for some kind of saying or something to go at the bottom. And so I end up using that blue one that says, "You make today better," which I like that I like how it looks down there in that bottom corner where all of the other blue ephemera is. So that is one of the main reasons I chose it. Plus the saying on it is absolutely true. He always makes the day better. He's just really, he's a sweet guy. Um, okay, and then I'm just going to finish adding these flowers where I have them, now that I have them kind of laid out exactly where I think I want them. And I'm going to tuck them in, and that's pretty much going to do it. I'm going to add the date, and I add that onto one of those blue pieces. It didn't take super well, so there's a couple little letters that are missing. I just add that in with my black Muji pen. That is my favorite journaling pen, and it writes super fine, and it is very smooth and really inexpensive. So black Muji pen. I also have it in navy blue. Actually, I have it in a whole variety of colors, but black and navy blue are the two that I use the most. And then I'm going to use my crystal katana and use a bunch of different sequins to just sparkle things up here and there around the entire thing. And that, I think that's pretty much the end. So if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I don't answer every single day, but I will respond as soon as I get time. I really appreciate that you chose to spend time with me today. I know there's a lot of creators out there and you have a lot of choices, and I just feel really honored that you chose my channel to visit today. So thank you for coming. If you don't mind hitting the like button down below, that would be awesome. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. And I hope that you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. I will see you guys again tomorrow with another layout. Bye-bye.